Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the dark side of clowns with 3 real-life horror stories that are sure to send chills down your spine. So grab your snacks, turn off the lights, and make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss this. We're talking about cases that will leave you questioning everything. These aren't your average scary stories. These are real events that have haunted the lives of many. From chilling accounts of killer clowns to mysterious figures lurking in the shadows, get ready to have your mind blown. Stay tuned because trust me, you'll want to hear these stories until the very end. Let's talk about John Wayne Gacy, or as he was infamously known, the Killer Clown. Now, Gacy wasn't just some random guy who snapped. This man was a predator who meticulously planned his crimes, often luring young boys and men to his home under false pretenses. Can you imagine? You think you're going to a fun party, maybe a birthday celebration, because, clowns are supposed to be fun, right? But instead you walk straight into a nightmare. Gacy would often approach his victims dressed as Pogo the Clown, a character he created, and promised them work, money, or even just a good time. He was a master manipulator, preying on the vulnerable and using their trust against them. Behind that painted smile and colorful costume was a monster. In his free time, when he wasn't dressed as a clown, Gacy was a seemingly normal contractor. He was active in his community, even hosting neighborhood parties. It's chilling to think that someone could lead such a double life. But behind the facade of normalcy, Gacy was hiding a horrifying secret. Between 1972 and 1978, he sexually assaulted and murdered at least 33 young men and boys, burying most of their bodies in a crawl space beneath his house. Can you imagine the horror of those final moments, trapped, terrified, and at the mercy of a man who used the symbol of joy and laughter to lure them to their deaths? The sheer brutality of his crimes shocked the nation. The case, as you can imagine, sent shockwaves through America. It completely changed the way people viewed clowns. That image of innocence and fun was shattered, replaced by the chilling reality of Gacy's crimes. The trial was a media frenzy, with every detail meticulously reported. Evidence, including the bodies found in his home, painted a grim picture of Gacy's depravity. He was found guilty of 33 counts of murder and sentenced to death. Even while on death row, Gacy continued to draw twisted clown portraits, almost as if he reveled in the horror he created. He spent over a decade on death row before finally being executed by lethal injection in 1994. The legacy of John Wayne Gacy continues to haunt us. His case serves as a chilling reminder that monsters can hide in plain sight, often behind the most unsuspecting masks. The story of Gacy is not just about the crimes he committed, but also about the facade he maintained. He was a man who could seamlessly blend into society, making it all the more terrifying. His neighbors and friends were left in disbelief, struggling to reconcile the man they knew with the monster he truly was. The investigation into Gacy's crimes was extensive, involving countless hours of police work and the tireless efforts of detectives determined to bring him to justice. The courtroom was a battleground, with prosecutors presenting overwhelming evidence of his guilt, while Gacy's defense tried to paint a different picture. In the end, justice was served, but the scars left by his actions remain. The victims and their families continue to be remembered, their lives forever changed by the horrors they endured. The shadow of John Wayne Gacy looms large, a dark chapter in the history of crime that serves as a stark warning of the evil that can lurk behind a smile. Now, let's talk about something a little different, something that blurs the lines between reality and urban legend. This is the story of Wrinkles the Clown, a figure shrouded in mystery and fueled by internet lore, a character that has both fascinated and terrified people in equal measure. It all started in 2014 when creepy videos of a clown, aptly named Wrinkles due to his, wrinkled mask, started popping up online. These videos were not your typical clown performances. They were unsettling, to say the least. The videos showed Wrinkles lurking in the shadows, peering into windows and generally freaking people out. His eerie presence and the way he moved made it seem like he was straight out of a nightmare. But here's the twist. Wrinkles wasn't just some random prankster, he was allegedly a professional clown for hire. Yes, you heard that right, a professional clown whose job was to scare people. That's right, parents could actually pay Wrinkles to show up at their homes and scare their misbehaving children. It was a service that seemed almost too bizarre to be true, yet it was. Imagine that for a second, your kids being a little too loud, maybe not doing their homework, so you call in a creepy, wrinkled clown to teach them a lesson. The very thought of it sends shivers down the spine. It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, right? The kind of plot that would make you double-check your locks at night. Well, for some parents in Florida, it was a reality. They embraced this unconventional method of discipline, adding a real-life horror element to their parenting toolkit. The internet went wild with stories of Wrinkles' exploits. Social media platforms were flooded with videos and posts, each one adding to the growing legend of this mysterious clown. Some claimed he was just a harmless prankster, while others whispered about more sinister intentions. The debate raged on with no clear consensus in sight. There were even rumors that Wrinkles had been spotted at the scenes of accidents and crimes, adding another layer of creepiness to his already unsettling persona. These sightings made people question whether he was merely a performer or something more ominous. Was he drawn to chaos, or was it all just a coincidence? The ambiguity only fueled the fear and fascination surrounding him. No one knew for sure, and that's what made Wrinkles so terrifying. The unknown elements of his story made him a figure of both dread and intrigue. He was a blank canvas onto which people projected their fears and anxieties. The less they knew, the more their imaginations ran wild. He became a modern-day boogeyman, a cautionary tale whispered among children and shared in hushed tones online. Parents used his story to keep their kids in line, while teenagers dared each other to watch his videos. In 2019, a documentary titled Wrinkles the Clown attempted to unravel the mystery behind the mask. The film aimed to separate fact from fiction and provide some answers to the many questions people had. It featured interviews with the man behind Wrinkles, who claimed that it was all just an elaborate performance art project. He insisted that his intentions were never malicious, but rather to provoke thought and discussion. But even after the documentary, questions lingered. The explanations provided didn't satisfy everyone, and many continued to speculate about the true nature of Wrinkles. Was Wrinkles truly harmless, or was there something darker lurking beneath the surface? The ambiguity kept the legend alive, making people question what they thought they knew. The truth, like Wrinkles himself, remains elusive. The line between reality and urban legend is blurred, leaving us to wonder where the truth ends and the myth begins. He became a viral sensation, a creepypasta come to life. His story spread like wildfire, captivating and terrifying audiences around the world. Wrinkles the Clown reminds us that sometimes the things that scare us the most are the ones we understand the least. His story is a testament to the power of mystery and the human imagination. The Northampton Clown Terror in the UK. Now, let's hop across the pond to Northampton, England, where in 2013 residents were terrorized by a real-life nightmare, the Northampton Clown. Imagine walking down the street and seeing a creepy clown staring at you from the shadows. That's exactly what happened to people in Northampton when this mysterious figure started appearing in public. Dressed in a full clown costume, complete with white face paint, red wig, and a menacing smile, the Northampton Clown became an overnight sensation, but not for good reasons. He wasn't juggling or making balloon animals, he was just standing there watching people, and it was terrifying. Photos of the clown started popping up online, along with eyewitness accounts of his creepy antics. People were on edge, never knowing when or where he might appear next. Some speculated that he was just a harmless prankster, trying to get a rise out of people. Others weren't so sure. There was something unsettling about his silence, his unwavering gaze. It was like he was studying people, memorizing their routines. Theories ran wild. Was he a social experiment, a publicity stunt, or something more sinister? The police got involved, warning the clown that he could face arrest for causing public distress. But the Northampton Clown remained defiant, continuing his creepy appearances and even creating a Facebook page to taunt his followers. The media had a field day, dubbing him the real-life Pennywise and drawing comparisons to other creepy clown sightings around the world. The Northampton Clown tapped into a primal fear, the fear of the unknown, the uncanny valley of something that looks human but isn't quite right. He became a symbol of unease, a reminder that even in our ordinary lives, the bizarre and unsettling can lurk around any corner. Eventually, the sightings stopped as abruptly as they started. The Northampton clown vanished into thin air, leaving behind a legacy of fear and unanswered questions. To this day, his true identity remains a mystery. Was he just a prankster looking for his 15 minutes of fame, or was something more sinister at play? We may never know. The Northampton clown's story is a chilling reminder of how easily fear can spread in a community. It shows how the unknown can grip our imaginations and turn the mundane into the terrifying. Even today, the mere mention of the Northampton clown sends shivers down the spines of those who remember. The legacy of the Northampton clown lives on, a haunting tale of fear and mystery that will not soon be forgotten. And there you have it, guys. 3 real-life clown horror stories that prove sometimes reality can be stranger and scarier than fiction. What do you think? Which story creeped you out the most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future creepy tales. I'm always on the lookout for new stories to share, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments as well. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and watch out for those clowns.